Good evening, everybody. Yes, I fixed OBS on Sonoma. No, I'm really not sure how I did it. Anyway, gonna do some Godot here today. Keep working on my game here. We have been having some incredible luck or skill, depends which way you look at it, of building this and learning the engine at the same time. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep rocking and rolling with that. Just going to be chilling here, having some fun game development stuff and learning this as we go. So that's what we're going to do. All right, let's check, see where we are at. Let me show you. There is a very basic menu system now in place. As you can see, this is functional more than aesthetically nice right now. But you hit the play button, you get a crossfade into the game. Pretty pleased with how that worked out. Got some bugs here to work out. For we clearly want him to fall down on the ground, not in the air. So we're going to fix that. And also, at the end of the animation, it goes back to the running state. And I've actually paused the game here. So we got a few issues to work through. We're going to work through all of that stuff as we go forward here. We have some UI display here. None of it's hooked up at this time. So we're just going to work through these piece by piece and learn these as we go. This has been fantastic learning experience with Godot. I have to say I'm using GD script. It makes a lot of sense as you read it, and I'm very pleased with the amount of progress in a short period of time. So we're going to keep going here with this. There is a link on the screen, on the stream, to go download the iOS version of this game, which is feature complete and everything else at the moment. And starting next week will be the Halloween event, and we're going to get to have some fun with that. I will show you the Halloween event. Let me show you my little teaser trailer that I've got here. Give me 1 second and I will find it. I am busily putting the final build together, but I want to show this to you. Let's see here. Give me 1 second. I got to add an extra window so you can see this, because otherwise it's just going to sound hugely impressive and you'll see nothing, which is not what you want at all, right? So let's add this. We'll run this in QuickTime. Look at that lovely mess, right? We're gonna go with the QuickTime player. Yeah, I think that's right. Let's see here. Method application capture. From there, QuickTime player. Actually, that's not going to do it. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's do this. I will play it from the desktop. So we'll do display capture. Actually, you know what? That might work. Hang on. Window capture. QuickTime. There you go. I'm going to play this full screen for you here. Let's put it down below here. Hold on. Actually, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We'll put it there. Here we go. This is the Halloween event coming out next week. So yeah, that's what you're going to want to be playing on iOS right now. So go grab that, is what I'm saying. There we go. Let's get back into Godot here. All right, let's start by dealing with some bugs. So first one I want to deal with is on the script here. When he falls down, he basically falls down where he's at, which is sometimes in the sky, not the way you want to go, right? So what we're going to do here is I'm going to get the boy here. His transform position is 0, 0, but actually, let's check player. Yep, the stickers are working again. How you doing, Coco Type? This is not a slash and burn game. What are you saying?
Multiplayer game.
Let me know if the audio levels are okay, because I'm running a beta version of Loopback here on Sonoma, the Sonoma beta. So hopefully the audio levels are good. There's some pretty awesome Halloween stickers, isn't there? Okay, don't get scared now. Okay, y is -1. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to our script. We're going to say, all right, before we do any of this, let's ground him. Let's make sure he's grounded, right? Let's set his, let's see, apply floor. Oh, ooh, hang on, what was that?
I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
Floor. I saw a floor snap there. What's that all about? Hang on, I want to see what that is. He's having a whale of a time by himself there with the stickers. Ooh, a jockey. Apply floor snap. I really hope that's working. Is that sound coming through? He just speaks to us, folks, via stickers. That's what he does. It's the modern day hieroglyphs, right? We've got to figure them out. That's all of them. You sure now? You don't want to check again? There's some really good ones in there, I thought. Okay, so let's see what that does. So, okay. That is not what we want. Question is, hang on, why is it showing me? So I want that on, that'd be nice, but that's not what I want. We're just gonna set, can I just set the Y here? Right, is that a thing? You're not gonna give me any, is it gone now? Is that it? Never gonna get to see it again. What was that thing called? Apply floor snap. I think the saw one was best for this stream. You might be right. I feel like watching me is one of those punishments for you all. Is that what we're saying? we go in there. I'm not gonna stop you. So I'm never gonna find it again here. Is this what's happening? Floor, no. Position.
Multiplayer game.
No, because of what he says. Oh, I didn't hear it that time. I did not hear it my end, so. Is it gonna be happy with that? Invalid call. Non-existent function. Fall down in base. Character body 2D. Okay, what? Did I just cause that? Did I break? Oh, hang on. Stop that. Stop it. Okay. Position. Why? I happen to know it. Oh, there they are. They're back, folks. There we go. The peace pipes are back. Okay, now I got to things to press. Hey, Mono, how you doing, buddy? Now I got to try and intentionally hit it. There it is. Oh, that's what we... Oh, well, that's actually not going to... Hang on. I gotta be in the air to test this. I gotta mess this up in a particular way. That's... So, I know about these bugs, but I'm trying to not replicate those ones right now. Okay, that's the one I was looking for. Okay, it didn't do anything. All right. Hang on then. Well, you know what? You know why? Because I messed up. This is what I wanted to do. Right? I want the player's position. Although I'm always kind of like, it's not going to give me anything there. All right. Is that good? How you doing, Mono, my friend? Of course I was going to make them. Any other time, I can hit these hurdles when I'm trying not to. Why is it you never suck when you really want to suck? I'm doing good, my friend. I'm doing good. I got OBS working. It's all good news. Ah! Okay. Right. We got somewhere. So, hold on. Right. What I need to do here... You know what? Hang on. I got a thought. Apply floor snap. Let's give this another go. No? All right. Let me go back here. See... What I want to do... Is there a way to lock these so I don't accidentally select them? You are doing. Mono is doing. Well, that's good, I guess. Can I... You can't lock nodes? This seems a bit odd, doesn't it? Okay, this is what I'm looking for anyway. That's all I'm looking for. Use the right keys because you're on a Mac. Yeah. So... position dot y. We're going to force them to the ground. This, we will improve this at a future time. Just want to fix bugs for now. I don't think I can hang out for too long tonight. So good luck with the rest of your stream in advance for whenever I disappear unceremoniously. Coco Type, I don't think you've ever done anything unceremoniously. Not that we can talk about. So thank you, Coco Type. I appreciate it. You have a good one, buddy. I'll wish you a good night now for whenever that time may be. You keep that in the bank in case you need it. Yes, Mono, we do. I noticed that our good friend Notify is streaming today, but I wanted to test OBS and make sure it was working. But let's do this, right? If you want to see some awesome Swift folks, we've got Coco Type here, who is going to leave us at some point tonight. He works a lot on Vision OS lately. That has been fascinating. Notify is streaming right now. So if you want to go see someone working on they're working on their book, I assume, for Swift UI shapes and drawing and everything else, you should, hey, I won't be offended. Switch streams. Go watch him. He is amazing. So just going to put that out there. Yeah. Speaking time with both Swift dads. I'm a Swift dad, folks. Yeah. No, you can't have the Swift car keys, Swift kitty. Oh, wait, this works. If I had been doing this longer, we could call me the Godot grandpa, but not yet. Isn't this guy NZ the only one who's actually proven himself to be a dad on his stream? Yes, but I suspect that his son is a paid actor. I wish he was here for that. Okay, let's try this. So, let's try it. No, still. Okay, now I wonder if it's because I'm in mid jump. We can force the issue, right? We could force the sprite down. Let's see. We'll give it a go. Don't know what happened. Actually, I think that no, it's not a minus because we're top. What happened, folks? Oh, I know what happened. It's way out of bounds because that's the okay. That is the parent. The parent is 808. The boy. Actually, the boy should be -1, but I already tried that already, I think. Hang on. I wonder if it's because I'm jumping. Right. Maybe the input event. Okay, let's think. Is my jumping input event? Yes, it's probably responding to it still, even though I'm setting the player's position, right? I'm guessing. Twitch's iOS apps clip editor doesn't work. Yeah, isn't it? There are some weird things missing, I feel, in the Twitch iOS app. So yeah, I'll try and remember to clip it for him, right? So we can share that with him because, I think he'd get a kick out of it. Or he might kick me. I don't know, one of the two, right? Something for sure. Okay, let me just do that right there. Okay. I asked Nutter a quick Swift question earlier, and he ended up getting all my Xcode issues. You mean he fixed all your problems with Xcode? Way to go, Nutter. Yeah. Boy. I feel like we're like a remote support group for each other sometimes. Whether we wanted to be or not, right? Okay, so let's think about this. You know what? What might I wonder? Okay, here we go again. Remember, I'm learning this, folks. No. His X code. You broke. So wait, you remotely broke his X code. Well done to you. Yeah. With there as you normally get. Hey, it's one way to get someone to fix them is to break theirs as well, right? Do it while you can. That's what I say. Yeah. Okay, so I think what we want to do here is we want to prevent any kind of input at that point so it doesn't jump. I wonder how you do that. I'm going to Google it. That's what I'm going to do. That's what it's there for. No one's banned me yet. Don't ban me. How do I disable input with GD script? Too late. I've already Googled it, so if you ban it now, enable disable input for the entire application. Perfect. Oh, I don't think there is a way. Well, that's not... Dang it, I forgot about that. Okay. That's got to be 3 minutes, surely. Got to be 3 minutes, right? Got to be. Yes, is the answer to that one, Mono. At least for now. Till I'm rich and famous. Yeah. So, forever. You are absolutely correct. So, interesting thing here, right? When we go into this input event, if the jumped, so I was saying here, if we're not jumping, set it to true, do the thing, and then set it to false. And that works. I really felt that this flow logic here would stop me jumping multiple times. That does not appear to be the case. I don't really want to publish under my name. Well, you don't have to. But I don't think I qualify as an org. You don't have to do that either, right? Unless you set up a real business, which costs too much. Oh. The only time it gets tricky, and if I remember rightly, the reason I had to do that was because of the job tracker app that I charge for. Which nobody has bought, by the way. Sad to say, but that's the truth. I think if you're just doing it for free, I'm not even sure it shows up. I gotta think. Oh, wait. No, it will. It'll show the... Well, your bundle ID, of course, can be anything you want it to be. But I'm not sure what you can do at the account level to not show the real name on it, right? Okay, so if you're going to have in-app purchases, then you could use, okay, I'm not a lawyer, folks, but you could use a name, right? An organizational account. Yeah. So wait, but here's the thing. Why do you even feel you so it's purely because if you put it under your personal account, Apple developer account, it would show your name. That's what you're worried about, I'm guessing. So yeah, the only way around that is organizational or a second account. I don't know if you want to go that route. I don't know that I want that hassle, but why would you publish as a place that doesn't exist? No, I get what you're saying. I don't think I've never got any spam, knowing that I know of, from that account. One answer here. Pay us an awful lot of money to ship it for you. Like a cat. Yeah. Hey, by the way, those notifications have been working real good for me. Just want to mention that. Yeah. The shadow cat knows. I think that's what we're saying. Yeah. No, it's been working great on the iOS version. Yeah, so can you just... I've never done this. Can you change the name on your personal developer account? Just a thought. No? Maybe it's that simple. Oh. Yeah, do that. Just legally change it. Okay, so what's the flaw here with this logic? Because I'm not seeing it. Now, this is how I've done it in other languages. Granted, I'm by no means great with Python, which is very much what this is like. But I shouldn't have to change this order, right? I mean, it's just that this, to me, seems backwards. If it works, which shouldn't have to do that, right? I mean, we'll find out. Doesn't work anyway, so good. Good, because that would have been crazy logic. I gotta go with... No? Okay, so let's rule out the obvious here, I guess. And I don't think I'm ever going to get used to this syntax. LF. Pass, right? Okay, so that doesn't work. So, hold on, are we actually, like, here? I mean, where are we in all this, folks? Let's do, you gotta do it, right? You gotta do the here. I mean, it has to happen at some point in any language. This does make the game a lot easier. So we're not getting there, which obviously implies this is always happening, right? I figured that much out for myself. Okay, let's do a little crazy logic here. Hold on. If I put that there, we should never jump. And we don't. So, WTF, mate. Right? Why are we... I bet it's a scope thing. I bet I done something really silly, right? Because, you know, me. Yeah, see, we get the here every time. So I'm not setting the scope that I thought I was. Is the answer, right? This scope here doesn't seem to be the same as there. Anybody? Python? Anybody? Cactus, how you doing, buddy? How's it going? Hydrate, thank you. I don't think Cyborg is a good enough name. You want to go to something a little more fancy, right? What about something like, I don't know, Terminator, right? Can't there be a Terminator pronoun, in which case we'll all take it, you know? Your legal name can't contain underscores. Oh, that's interesting. I never even thought about that as a thing. Mono underscore NZ. Yeah. Get in on it. There you go. How you doing, Cactus? How's it going, buddy? Okay, so what's the deal here, right? This does not seem to be changing, and I really thought it would. I guess this is not the same scope. Is that... Am I even close here? Because I really feel like I got it right, but it's going. Yeah. Yeah, I do like the towel one. Where did that come from? Yeah. Sadly about to pass out, so only drop in a look. Hey, that's cool. I'll take a look. Well, you know what? Sometimes that's what you got to do. You just got to pass out. That's what I did earlier. I woke up and remembered, like, what day is it? Am I supposed to be doing something? Yeah, acronyms or initials. I don't, yeah, sure. There you go. See, look, he's piping you to sleep as the ship sails. What more can you ask for from Mono? Not much, right? Okay, so is this a? I mean, is this a scope issue? And I'm. Shouldn't be, right? I mean, okay. I don't know Python. Let me just go there, right? But is this? Wait, Chris? Oh, I thought it was a Christmas one. um, let's gd script variable scope. Okay, something called scope levels sounds like the right thing, doesn't it? Go away. Global scope is a class variable. Or a function that can be used anywhere in the Godot application. Yep. Class scope, right? Yep. Yep. Functions, I mean, I know. So, I felt like that tells me I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah, I compiled once, didn't like it.
Did not like it. But, hang on, I've ignored the obvious. I mean, I'm sure it's going to say false, right? And it's always saying false, which, yes, that is exactly why. I gotta be honest, I did not think this would be an issue. A simple, silly thing like this. Problem is, if I print it here, I don't know. I mean, it's going to say true because, but I don't know that it's it's really the same one. That's kind of the problem here, right? See, yeah, but I mean, it could be for all that it matters. And no, I can't spell that as a variable name. But it does seem to suggest to me that is jumping at the class level here is not getting changed. Let's just go with silly stuff because I don't know what else to go with. Yeah. I also want to make that window smaller. Oh, you know what? Okay, this is not a good long-term solution, but hold on a minute. So if I'm jumping, just disable the input. There's only one input for this right now, right? And that didn't work either. Oh, what the hell, folks? Just remove the logic. No, see, why is it still processing? I must be completely misunderstanding how this system works, because it seems to me like it shouldn't work like that, right? Even I figured that much out. Hang on. See, I've got to remember where I found this thing now. Project settings. And then input map. Right. No, that is not. Hang on. Yeah, no, that is the one I put in there. Yeah, jump. Wow, I can't believe this is just causing me so many troubles. I'm not even sure what to to Google. Okay, yeah, I do. Oh, wait. Think I'm doing this in the wrong place. Wait. Think I should be doing it here. If I'm not, if I am on the floor, do this. Okay. All right. Hold on. See, got to get used to these smarter ways of thinking in Godot, which is, hey, put it in the right places and think about these functions that are built in. This is not like some of those other engines. So if I'm on the floor, do the thing. If I'm not on the floor, don't do the thing. Fingers crossed. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Okay, wait. Let me back up here. I think I'm on the right. Excuse me. I think I'm on the right lines. Although I do need to get things set up properly. Okay, I can't. It's not letting me run this multiple times. That's progress. I think that's progress. Hard to say right now, right? Let's only do the move and slide. No. Maybe I just got the wrong. That should put me back where I was. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it totally means I can release it to Android right now. Mm-hmm. No, the end goal here is that I will release this for Android. Yeah. Actually, this probably will go to Android first, right? Because I've got a perfectly sensible, usable solution for iOS. So I am... It actually may be that by the time I finish this, the Android will have a better version with newer stuff. Yeah. What? Looking at this, is this actually an editor in the iPhone? I don't know. Or is it a mirror? I don't know. I'll look later. I can't be distracted. I gotta figure out this bug. I'll look later on. No stress. I'm not stressed. I'm stressing about this bug because I don't know what's going on. I don't want to I feel like there's a sensible solution for this, and I don't want to make it hacky because I want to do this right. If floor, I wish there was an explanation though. That's the only criticism I got here. I wish there was an explanation of these functions right here in the pop-up. Let's do this print. Let's see when this is actually happening. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, that is not good. Maybe I'm just... Oh, maybe I coded it wrong. Yes, I did. Okay. So I'm on the floor, on the floor, on the floor. I have no idea if it thinks I'm off the floor. All right. Okay, so this should not print it, right? Agreed? But it did print it twice. So, all right. if I'm not on the floor, do the thing. So why don't you like it when it's like this? Unless I'm just not starting on the floor. Some of this is not making any sense to me. Don't understand. Oh, maybe I do. Wait. This is the downward slide, right? Oh yeah. That's what that is. Oh, I get it. I get it. Wait. This is coming down. Okay. Hold on. Else. Maybe? Yeah, but I can still jump multiple times. What the frig? This seems like it's going to be so stupidly simple of all the things I've asked this to do. This seems like the stupidest, simplest thing. And yet somehow, this is the one that trips me up. And I'm trying to, trying to solve this by analyzing and understanding the code so that I learn how the engine thinks. That's the other part here, right? So let's just make sure I got my logic right. I'm on the floor, so I'm going to do the thing. Otherwise, I'm in the air, right? So I'm on the floor, I'm on the floor, I'm in the air, I'm on the floor. I mean, that's... So... Why do you persist in letting me do these things? Okay. Let's go with this. Doesn't feel right, but maybe it does make sense. See, I can't jump at all now. Oh, because... False. Sorry, I got that backwards. Well, I'm not sure that I did, but... Jump once. Okay, dang it, it works, and it doesn't make any sense to me. Alright, I mean, it works. I just don't get why it works. Because it doesn't make any sense to me. I guess I just got to think about it backwards. I got to clean up the end of that, but it doesn't make sense. I don't understand why that works like that. By the way, my score does work. I meant to say I actually did add the script for it. This code is starting to feel a bit convoluted here. Right, because look, that... And that shouldn't happen. And the weird thing is, I had these problems with the SpriteKit version, but the same sort of logic for this doesn't seem to work here. I don't know why that came up. I don't know what that was about. I feel like maybe that capsule needs to be a bit bigger. Is that what's causing me the problem to land? Because I don't understand how I'm landing on top of the capsule. That's the other weird part here. I don't understand why that happens. That doesn't really make a lot of sense, right? I mean, I get what's going on there, right? What's going on there is this, right? So I hit the hurdle, I reset the position of the hurdle. Maybe I need to set the player first. Weird quirks, folks. I learned previews can't be private structs. Confused you for 10 minutes. Okie dokie. Did you feel a bit foolish afterwards? It's okay. You're in a safe place. Love-hate rage relationship with previews. Yeah, you and previews are not friends, are you? You know? It's a shame that it feels like they're getting more and more relevant, because that means more and more hatred. Right? I feel like for you, it's complicated. You're not in a relationship. I feel like for you, that's kind of like my thing going on right here, right now, is not taking it as the hint that you're fighting the system instead of embracing the system, maybe. Yeah, because it's complicated. love them, want them. They disappoint me when they don't work. Can't have a stay-at-home preview. Yeah, that's it. Okay, this is all good. Maybe I just need to keep pushing forward and come back to these bugs. I feel like this is blocking me from progress right now. I think this is the one causing a problem here. Maybe I'm just not writing these blocks in a sensible way. I don't know. Seems like I should not have to do this. Right? That just seems overkill. Shouldn't have to write code for that, right? You would think. But apparently that's what it is. I mean, is there no not operator in this language? There must be, right? Because it seems to be working there. But see, if that was working there, I shouldn't need any of this down here. But oh, also, before I forget, I'm going to set that back to what it should be. Okay, that's all those bugs fixed. I really got to put that replay button in there. Still got this thing about, oh, of course now I can't land on top however hard I try, right? There you go. I don't get why that's happening. Why is it attaching itself instead of triggering? Oh, I know why. Okay, hold on. I know why. I think I figured this out. This collision needs to go there. That's what I think. I did just replicate this, didn't I? Wait. Nope. I need to do both of them. Hang on. They both need to be there. And it's okay to make it that wide, I think. I think that's the problem. His feet are actually landing on it, which are not in the area. Of course, watch me try and hit this darn thing now. Okay, that's all good. What I want to make sure is he doesn't face palm himself. He doesn't. Good. Okay. Good, good. I think we're getting there. Some common sense logic kicking in here. Now all I gotta try and do is land on top of the darn thing. There you go. Although it's still attached to him because he's actually over here off screen. I'll try this. Okay. Play. Okay, there we go. This should all be good. He got too close. Yep. This should all be good. If I jump over it successfully and don't get too close. But if I land on top, okay, so that is easily fixable. I don't know why it moves him over there and attaches into it, but I can fix that. Because he says, and he's like, wait a minute, where is that now? Where did I put that code now? I think I want to put it here, right? And I think what I want to say is as weird as this is going to seem, it's going to seem weird, folks. Position dot x equals that. Reset the position. Let's try it. Okay, all good. Try and land on top of it this time. Okay, better. But there's a little, I'm noticing a little jump, a little flick. Yeah, there it is. That's what I was looking for. So we don't want to do that there. We actually need this to happen immediately. I think we want it right there. I think. Do we want to set the... Is it the player or the boy that we want to set? Let's go the whole hog here, right? Let's just debug this with some script. Let's just find out. And then if that is true, we will find a better way. That's all good. Though I feel this is going to cause a conflict with my velocity, but see, yeah, I'm back where I started. It actually would make more sense to remove the hurdle completely, but I had some issues there that I'm working through. You just can't win some weeks, can you? What? How does it look if I just don't do that? Ah, it looks a bit awkward. But we can fix that. I've always wanted to have animation for the hurdle falling down. Maybe this is the time that I do that. Yeah. I think I just jumped to my end goal, which is to animate the hurdle, right? Maybe for now I make it even easier on myself and just do, plus equals 20 and move it out the way, right? Okay, so let's do this. And then I'm going to put in an animation of the hurdle falling and moving forward. That makes a lot of sense to me. But let's see if there's any other bug here that I've missed. Try and land on top of it again. I don't understand why the player attaches itself to the hurdle. That's what I don't get. On entering the area, do the thing. That's the area it hit. Why is the player attaching itself to it? Da. Okay. Got an idea. Got an idea, folks. It's not a good one, but I'll go with it. We're going to try destroying it instead. Destroy all the things. What about if we do this? We just remove it from the equation. Don't even need to set its values because it ain't going to be there. Except it's going to crash. It's okay. We can do this. So this actually should be self-contained eventually in the hurdle itself. Anyway, there's no business for that script to really be on the level here, so we'll refactor that later. But if $hurdle is there and exists, node get node, is that telling me like if you can find it, do these things? Am I guessing right? I'm guessing wrong. Expected at least one. Yeah, but you got to tell me what it is, right? Okay. If get node $hurdle, let's do it the other way around. Is that a thing? That's not a thing either. Argument 1 should be node path, but is node. Oh, all right. Okay, that's fair. Slash hurdle. Maybe? No? Does life hate me that much? Really? Okay. Check if a node exists on a Godot tree. Get node in the docs, get node on. Yeah, I honestly think that $ should be changed to blah 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 to prevent problems, avoid problems. Yeah. Feel like I did it right then, according to this. Okay, this seems a bit long-winded, but we'll go with it. Well, that didn't go so well, did it? Get tree. Oh, wait, I got a whole bunch of hurdle nastiness going on there. Should be telling me an error. Yeah, you are telling me an error. Thank you. That is a sensible error. Still getting errors. Okay, no horrible nasty error that time. Yes, that is what we're looking for. Don't like that. That's a nasty little thing there. We might put that in a variable at some point. Okay, let's see. What other bugs did I want to look at here? Let's check these scenarios. This scenario, all good. Can't double tap the jump. Yep, that's good. Jumping still good. Jumping still good. Landing on top. Oh, see? Mofo. Ah, these zones are gonna get me, aren't they? I guess it wouldn't hurt, actually. I could do this. This, wouldn't hurt. No! Add cape feature. Oh, a cape, a flying cape. That's not a bad suggestion. Super boy. Or girl. Oh, okay. See, this is where life gets messy because this one we actually don't want to be there. Yeah, this is gonna get complicated, isn't it? Life's complicated. Sorry, fatty boy. These have turned into circles, and I didn't want that to happen. Well, okay, you know what? Instead of capsule, we should make this a rectangle, right? At this point. I know there was a reason I had two there. I just don't remember what it was. That was it. uh-huh. Okay, I've really screwed this up, haven't I? Sometimes that's not the thing to do. You know, I'm regretting my life right now. Can we go back to something that worked? Okay, good deal. Let's fix that. That's a lot easier to fix. I'm gonna convert this to... Hang on, I found this the other day. There was like this change node type thing. Change type. And the type I want is... No, actually it's not change type. That is the type I want. I do... Well, actually, wait. I say that. No, I do. I want a collision type, but I don't want that to be that. I want it to be a rectangle shape, right? If I do this though, got a bad feeling. No, okay. Wow, this is a tough one to test. I gotta try and clip it in just the right spot. Otherwise, I'll never hear the end of it. Unless I've just fixed it, which... There's the spot. Got it. Okay. Thing is, I can't figure out why I can't select the other one. Oh, I did. There you go. Okay. Please make my life better. Dang it, I gotta put that replay button in. Nope. Nope, nope. What the frig? Let's see here. Let's think about our hurdle here for a second. Maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree. Maybe this isn't even the problem. I would think I've actually made it worse. Maybe the problem is that I'm thinking too big and I need to go the opposite way. I mean, I probably should clip it to the shape itself, right? Oh, why am I trying to jump it? Okay. New convex polygon shape. New concave polygon shape. Make it unique. New world, new segment, new... Is there one that lets me clip it to the texture? Let's explore some of these other options. Oh, that's an interesting idea. What about if I said like that? That is an interesting idea. Can I add? Okay, so actually that's an interesting thought. It only matters on the upside, right? I mean, that's assuming that's what it's telling me. Assuming that's what that is. Let's find out. It's not what that is. This is not the problem. Let's just go back to this. This is not the problem. Maybe I'm thinking about this wrong. It's some kind of setting that I've not got right here. Motion mode. Grounded. Moving platform. No idea. Block on wall, stop on slope. Don't know what any of these things mean. Let's look at the player. On leave, do nothing. Let's find out what these do. I don't think that's it, but that's an interesting little description right there, right? If you hit a wall, I mean, the player shouldn't be allowed to be pushed. That's basically. Will be pushed away before performing the actual motion. High value means it's more flexible for detecting collision, which helps with consistently detecting walls and floors. Lower value forces the collision algorithm to use more exact detection, so it can be used in cases that require specific precision. Okay. Okay. Don't know. Let's set a number and try it. It's not this. This is very frustrating. Suddenly occurs to me, wait a minute. This is registering as a hit, right? That's what I'm suddenly thinking. No, it's not registering as a hit. Therein lies the problem. Okay, I feel like I may have just learned something important. Aha! Let's see if I can replicate this. See if I can make this problem happen again in some other area. This is a tricky one to test. So my hit area needs to be bigger than the collision shape, is what I'm taking away from this. Hey, enjoy, Mono. See you soon, buddy. I'll be here. Okay, good deal. Feel like we may have nailed that one for now. Pending player testing. I am gonna grab myself a drink. I'll be right back, folks. Okie dokie. On to the next thing. How's everybody doing out there? You hanging in there? It's nearly the weekend. Keep going. You got this. Checking all the things. All right. Let's see. Next thing. I want to make, let's think. It makes sense to break these down. So I want to focus on that replay button and the menu now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into UI. Going to make a new UI here. We'll call this one actually we'll call it level restart. Let's give it a more sensible name. Okay, let's make a UI here. Before I do that one there, I want to find I think was the game menu one? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna want a button in here. We're gonna add. Let me bring this window over here. We want a button. Yeah, we do. We're just going to call it restart level for now. We'll make it look fancy later. For now, we just want it to be a thing. All right. Actually, you know what? It should be at zeros. Well, let me think about that. No, I don't want it to be at 0. Well, I mean, it could be at 0, 0. Let's add a grid map. Is it a grid map? No, it's not a grid map. It is grid container. Whew. Let's put that in the grid container. We're also going to want to duplicate this. That's the restart level button. And this is the menu button. I know, this one's going to say menu. Who knew? Who knew? Right? We got 2 buttons. Let's start there. Over on the level, we're going to want our UI to be above everything. There is our level restart. I dragged it to the wrong place. There is our level restart. Super tiny. Super, super tiny. All right. Let's set the anchoring to be in the middle of everything all the time. All the things everywhere. Let's just see if it appears. Okay, good. There it is. Let's now work on this. So if I hit the menu button, all right, we've got to go into this here. If I hit the menu button, and it's pressed, yeah, come back, come back. Oh, hold up. I forgot something. Need a script. We're going to call this, we're going to put this in our UI, in our scripts, and we're going to call this one level restart because that's what it is. Okay. Thank you. And let's have one of those for good measure as well. Thank you for that too. All right. On menu pressed. We are going to borrow from a script I already did. Over here on the game menu. I'm going to want to take that transition. Well, let's start with the basics. So let's do this, right? So I want the game menu script. Oh, gotta get used to this. There we go. Let's go to the game menu. Okay, there's the script. Let's go to the play button. On play button pressed, we want it to change scene. We're going to transition. Oh, actually, yes. Wait, some pre-planning worked out here. Maybe. We're gonna want to go to the game menu. Now, all I need for that to work, he says confidently, on the game menu here, there is a transition layer. Sorry, hold on. I'm on the wrong thing. On this one, there's a transition layer, which has all the fancy fades. We're going to take that. We're going to go back to our restart level. And we're going to hopefully paste that in there like so. And it should transition over. That's the theory. It's a good theory, I think. But I also need to have it let's try that. I don't think that's actually the one I want here, but because I don't really need anything to fade. I don't need it to fade from black to white for the whole thing, but we'll try it. Beautiful. So I think this is actually happening twice, but it doesn't show because of the fade. That's not a terrible thing, but it's a little, uses up a few CPU cycles, right? This guy NZ, hey team, sorry I'm late, I had an exam for my course. I hope it went well, buddy. Oh, you passed. I should have read the next phrase, the next line. Congratulations, buddy, on passing. It is going well. Let me show you what we have. Let me show you where we're at, buddy. We had some interesting bugs to work through. Very similar to SpriteKit for some of the hit detection. Simple UI, go into the screen, ignore that menu. I can only jump once, and things don't go well if you hit it. That's where we're at on that. But the interesting bug here was this. Landing on top of the thing caused some issues, but not anymore. And get this, just using velocity to fall to the ground just makes it happen automatically from wherever he is in the scene. Once is enough, isn't it? Yeah, right? So we nailed all of those bugs. I'm now working on this one, right? So I'm just starting on this menu thing here. By the way, do you like the little fades on the transitions between the scenes? Oh yeah, that's a thing. So I'm just now building out this UI. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Yeah, let me show you that. I think you'll appreciate that. I've got a transition layer, right? And the transition layer has a script. Two functions. One, I could tell it to change the scene, so it plays the animation to fade to black. It waits for that to finish, and then it loads whatever scene I tell it to, There's one to fade it to clear. So when I load a scene with it in, goes from black to clear. So like, for example, on a level, the level fades in, right? Menu fades out, level fades in. But this is universally usable because like for the restart here, I'm going to just call this one function and tell it load that scene, and it'll do all the fancy shenanigans. So if I want to change those transitions later, I can. Pretty nice. We had some interesting bugs. I think it's worth mentioning. I think you'll find this interesting, having lived through SpriteKit with me. So on the boy player, multiple jumps, how to prevent the multiple jumps. Little confusing because this was just not working by itself. So what I ended up having to do is say, okay, if jumping is false, go ahead and do these things. Now here's the thing. If not is jumping, it doesn't work. Weird. Anyway, it does the things. But the other part here is I have to process, in the physics, I have to check this, right? So if the character is not on the floor, this is an built-in function. If it's not on the floor, then input is accept input. Sorry, if it is on the floor, accept input so I can jump and do the jump, right? If I am not on the floor, then disable the input so that I cannot jump again, right? So basically, once I get back on the floor, I'm actually disabling input while I'm in the air. This could be a problem later on with multiple controls, but I only have one right now, so that's fine. And again, we're just letting velocity and gravity do its thing to bring him back down. When he's falling down, is dead is set to true, so that this prevented this, right? So in other words, what happened was when he fell down, the end of the animation, he started running. He went to the first frame of running. Not a good plan. So we say he is dead. So if he's dead, we stay on the last frame of the falling animation. A lot of cool stuff. Now this here pauses the game. This might bite me. This might bite me on what I'm doing now, which is the level controls. It should work, but we'll see. Yeah. Have you remembered to re-enable input after disabling it? Absolutely, I have. Allow me to demonstrate, if I can. So I can jump. I'm spamming the jump key. You can probably hear me, right? So yes, I did. Because at first, no, I didn't. And I was like, oh, that's the next thing to do. Yeah. So there you go. That's that. Now, here's the thing. So let's go back and look at this, right? We need to turn this off so I can see that. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Am I looking at the right thing? Standard level. What did I? There are a couple of little gotchas I've noticed here. This may just be on the Mac, I don't know, but there are a couple of funny little things. Like sometimes you hide something and it won't go away. But let's back up here. So I want to go to my level standard, right? I don't want to see either of those, but they ain't going away. And that's going to make life a little tricky. I think it's a little glitch here. You didn't realize you fixed it already. No, that's cool. No, learn from me. Learn from that one from SpriteKit. Like, fix it right now. Don't forget. Because sometimes you forget these things. Guilty. All right. So, let me think here for a second. When the level loads, I don't want to see the restart menu. So, gotta hide this. Captain Fuba, hey, what's up? Enjoying the Godot adventure? I am loving the Godot adventure. So much to love compared to... There's just things that are nice in this engine that just think the way I do compared to some of the other engines that I've used. How you doing? Thank you for joining the chat. Appreciate it. So yeah, this is my second session with it, and I am absolutely loving it. Got this far, right? Plenty of bugs, of course, but hey, I got this far, right? I got all these things working. I got velocity, I got gravity, I got collisions, you name it, I got it. I got all the things. So I'm loving this. Yeah. I'm working on that menu UI in the middle right now, but this is awesome. I have not had to write anywhere near the amount of code that I have had to write on other ones. Now I think, so yeah, do you work with the Godot engine? For a second I thought you were a Swift developer. Only when I'm not a Godot developer. Yeah. Yeah, this is one of my, like, okay, Sprite Kit sucks. Let's go with a game engine. Yeah, Wednesday nights and, well, in this case, Thursday night is my let's do some game development stuff. Other times it's let's dive into the apps and iOS platform and so on. Have you heard of the new Swift bindings made for Godot? I have heard of it, and I'm going to look into that because I'm very interested to see how that works. So what my plan of attack here was stop. Oh dear, Nightbot and this guy NZ, they're fighting again. I'm going to have to fix that. So yeah, what my plan was, and it's going very well, my plan. This is only my second session with Godot. So, all told, I think I've got about 5 or 6 hours with this now from nothing. And I wanted to learn, like, I wanted the engine to convince me this is a thing to go with, right? So, I wanted to start by doing, embracing all the things that come with it. So, like, GD script, right? And then when I've convinced that, okay, this has got legs, right? I can work with this. Then I was going to move on to the Swift bindings, whatever you call them, plugins, asset, and try that. But I wanted to understand how Godot thinks and how it works to then transition that, because I was worried that if I just dived straight in with like the Swift bindings or any of the other languages, I'd get frustrated because it wasn't doing things that I wanted, and I'd be thinking that it was the Godot engine, but it may be the bindings, right? Does that make sense? So I wanted to start at the core so I know, okay, this is a bindings thing, or no, I'm just trying to ask the engine to do it wrong. So that's kind of where I'm at with this. In case you have an itch, coding in Swift for Godot, it sounds like a very good approach. Thank you. Yes, actually, from day one, my very first question when I installed Godot was, I knew C++ was in here, obviously. I knew the GD script, the popular two. But my very next question was, can I take my years of Swift programming knowledge into this and live the dream? Swift in a decent game engine. So that is the big question, the big plan. When I do a stream next week on this, that may be where I start. It may be the next, let's now take a look at Swift. So yes, yeah. The future with Godot is to probably have GD extension plugins for most languages. I think that makes a lot of sense, don't you? Right? I mean, what better way to have not only good communities, but to really expand the appreciation and usage of Godot by saying, what's your language? What do you know already? Great, go with that, right? I'm struggling a bit with some of this because obviously it's very Python-like and I'm not my daily thing. But what I'm finding is Godot has a lot of built-in, sensible, usable functionality from functions and everything else, right? Like just this concept of, hey, it's got gravity by default, right? And velocity as opposed to moving X, Y positions and so on. And I'm loving all that. And I think that to be able to embrace that with and use other languages, in my case Swift, but whatever, is nothing but fantastic good news for Godot, right? And kudos to all the work they've put in here. Yeah. For line 18, root is the window object. Okay, I took this from some example code. All right. If you want the root node of a scene, you just use get tree. That's what, it's funny. That's what I'd been was thinking, right? And I wondered if this was a thing because I had previously used get tree and I wondered why it's like, I don't think I need the window there. Let's test it. Right. This was to get around an issue. See, this was the thing. Yeah, I hit this because what I was doing here, the idea behind what I'm doing there is I want, if the hurdle node didn't exist on the tree, things went horrible, right? Because trying to run code against something doesn't exist. So all I wanted to do here was say, hey, is this hurdle node on the tree? Yes, great, run the code. But I don't understand, and maybe you can explain. Seems like you know about these things, so thank you for that. Why I got to do that? Because get tree. Oh wait, actually, if I got the tree, if I just said, does the tree have this node? Is that a thing? It felt like it should be simpler, right? I mean, it's not crashed. Now it's crashed. But this is really all I wanted was like, hey, does the node exist? So I don't understand why this has to be in here. I got to admit. Get tree. Oh, wait, I didn't even know there. So there's a current. Oh, beautiful. I did not know there was a current scene. See, this is what I'm saying. These are the things I'm loving. Finding these like, oh, that's just common sense, right? Beautiful. Thank you so much. See, this is a perfect example. Those common sense, like, if it was me, what would I say? Hey, does this thing exist, right? I do have one criticism, and maybe I'm missing the obvious here. But anytime I put in, a dot and get the functions, I wish that drop-down window of the options explained them to me right there with a little documentation. Maybe I'm missing that there's something I can turn on for that, but that would be really helpful to someone like me who's kind of used to learning in line with the code. But Captain Bubak, thank you so much for that. That is so much more clean to read to me, and I love it. Yeah, awesome. Okay, so here's what I want to do. This is going to be another example of that right there. Curiously, the VSC editor offers that. Oh, maybe I should try using Visual Studio Code with this. I had not. This was another one of. I had not ventured outside of this code editor yet, so that I could learn from what it is doing here. But if something like Visual Studio Code that I'm used to using, obviously so many of us do, for other things, if that supports GDScript, that would be fantastic. I did also, just for those folks, I'm used to using Rider for, Unity and so on, for C# and that. I think there's support for GDScript for the JetBrains tools, but it looked a little aged. I don't know, but I got to look at that as an option as well. Just a tip on the 3 classes to learn that cover 90% of your code Godot needs: Object class, Node class, and Scene Tree class. Thank you. I will make note of that. Let me make myself a little note here. Because, yeah, these are the kind of things I do need to know. All right, let's see here. Let me write these down. Hang on. The object class, node class, and scene tree class. Thank you. That sounds like like getting around your navigation in your code. Awesome. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Oh, let me get rid of those. I don't need those, and I don't need that. Clean my code up as I go here. It'll help you navigate around. Yes, thank you so much. Virtual methods you have, yeah, beautiful. All right, and I'll look into the Visual Studio Code as well and set that up as an external editor on here. I'll look into that plugin, yeah, thank you. Okay, so what I need to do here, right, is my menu does not need to be on the screen here when the level starts. I only need to show it when I need it. And the funny thing is, what I don't understand is when I hide these things, it doesn't go away. It's still black, and it shouldn't be. And I don't understand. Because those shouldn't be displayed at that point. But I have noticed sometimes, I'm on a Mac here, obviously. Sometimes the UI, like in this scene window here, whatever you want to call it, doesn't necessarily always update itself in quite the way that it should, right? Actually, you know what? Now that it occurs to me as I'm saying it out loud, I should just do this, right? If I set the level, if I turn off the visibility for that and run it, I should just not see it in the game. Yeah, and then I'll just turn the visibility on at the end of it. I don't even need to disable it at the beginning. I was about to do it backwards. Have you tried hiding the root node? Might be a viewport theme issue. Let's try that. Not so great. Nope. But I think it is just some little weird glitch, because it only happens every so well, I don't want to say every so often. It's happened to me before and then it didn't. So yeah. Have you edited the viewport color? Oh, that's a good point. I don't. Project settings, I think that's in, right? I don't think I did. But now that you say that, I don't think, unless you mean something else and I misunderstood. Oh, I did change the color of the grid, actually. I did change the color of the grid. But I don't know. I don't know if that does it. Let me look here for the grid, because I did change that one. Well, now I gotta find it again. Rendering environment, thank you. No, default color, didn't change that one. But the grid, I know I did change the color of the grid. That's the only thing I changed. Oh, I didn't do anything here. Doesn't this override though? If I reset it, I mean that's, maybe I'm misunderstanding, but I'm looking at the wrong thing. No, I'm not. Rendering environment, right? Yeah. Grid might be set, and yet, yeah, I know I found it and changed it. Of course, now got to find it again. I wish I could remember where I found it. Editor settings, maybe. This is where it was. Yeah, this is where it was. I'll reset that back. No, it's not that. I mean, here's the thing. Because, yes, these should be black when I see them. But it might be a bug with them being instances. Ironic Moronic, love the name. Ironic Moronic, welcome, thank you. I feel like it is just a weird little thing because, like I say, I had this on something else and then it just went away. See, this one here, it works. And that's what threw me for the loop. Was like, oh, well, it's working on that scene. So, yeah. Not a big deal. And I didn't report it because, I'll be honest, like I say, I've only been at this, 6 hours? It's like, maybe it's me, right? Theme all your colors there. Got it. Thank you. You simply test it, create a new scene. Grid map should be off by default. Try and click on the plus next to the scene tab. Yeah, found it. Thank you. Yeah. And then this one, it doesn't. Okay, you know what? To be fair, I could do this. This is not a good plan, and I will go backwards. But see if I remove them. Oh, actually, I wonder if I bring them back. Don't know. Not a big deal, right? but you would think that that would do it. So maybe I should report it. Okay, so my game menu, actually, wait. If I turn it off there, that was worth a shot, right? Can't blame the guy for trying. Can you show that layer scene? I'm not sure. Oh, sorry. Yes. Yeah, I mean, that is what it is, right? That is accurate. It should be black. It's just my transition scene, right? And then there's an animation to, fade from nothing to black and reverse, right? That I picked up from some tip on a tutorial. That much I remember. Could be setting it to visible. Select the reset. Does that animation player have a reset animation? I couldn't tell you. Could be setting it to visible. All right. I understand what you're telling me, but I don't know this enough to know. Oh, reset. Well, reset on save. Oh, no, okay. Select the reset animation. You can see this animation available in the animation list in the center. Yeah. There is, maybe I'm misunderstanding. There is no reset one. There's just the two that I created. Sorry if I'm being stupid. Okay. Oh, you know what though? Hang on. See, that's what it's showing, but that kind of, I guess that should be the default. I don't know. Can I do that? Can I say make something the default one? No, you're fine. Not stupid. I don't know about that. You haven't seen enough of my stream. Give it time. Okay, so yeah, it works fine on that one. That's the funny part. Oh, see? Now it's fine. Yeah, it's weird, right? Can't I think it's just like a little glitch, maybe. Yeah. Okay, good to know. So it may be the animation player. Thank you. Oh, okay. Oh, actually, I could test that, right? Of course, now it's going to, like, not do it, right? There you go. You absolutely nailed it. Yes. Well done. Thank you, everybody. Okay, I know what's weird now. It's one of those things. Good to know. That explains so many things. All right, now, so we're on the level, right? We don't want to see the level restart menu by default. Now, that said, we do want it so that when... I gotta find the right thing here. Make sure I'm on the right one. Bear with me for a second. I gotta reorientate myself to my scripts here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so the way this works for me is to compartmentalize scripts into sensible places, right? So the player here, for example, right, on the player script, bear with me. I'm gonna find these things again. right at the end of the fall down sequence. Well, it doesn't even have to be the end of the fall down sequence, actually. It could be right here. I gotta get used to remembering that these are open here, and when I click on this, that's not a thing. So on the level here, right, where the player, we remove the hurdle, the player falls down. What I need to do here is now say that level restart menu. By the way, love that I can drag from the scene tree list right into here. Endless nighttime hurdles, yeah. This is why a reset animation exists. When you create a new animation and click on the keyframe symbol on a property, it asks to create a new track with a reset animation so it can default back to it. Oh, I may well have missed that. Obviously, it's fair to say some of this stuff I was following, you know, other people's questions and answers. So I was reading it. It was making sense. I was doing it. So I may have just completely missed that when it was a thing. But good to know. Thank you. I will look into that. Do you know that you can create an onReady var by drag and dropping the node into the code? Just hold Control before releasing the mouse. Let me try this. I don't know this. So, I'm not sure why I would. So Control. Oh wait, I'm on a Windows Mac here, so it's probably Command, right? Is it Command? No. Alt. Nope. Control, not gonna. Control will just, on a Mac, will just bring up the list for me. Drag and drop. Oh, and then Command. Ah. Is that what you're talking about? That I did know about. Mac. Oh, Mac. Yeah. Actually, I may switch it up and start doing this on Windows. The reason being, there's an interesting, there's some interesting sprite tools that have caught my curiosity that only exist on Windows. So I may fire up my games machine here and keep doing it on do some of this on there. But I like the fact that I can do them on both. Okay, so I need to show this. And is there, like, I mean, is it that simple? Yes, it's that simple. See, love it. Now, here's the thing, though, right? When I click on that, it's not working now. And my question to the smart folks in the chat room then, try Control. Yeah, Control just brings up my right-click menu. That's how it works on a Mac, yeah. I think the problem here is now, because I pause the game. Well, let me back up. Right, hold on. I need to explain myself here. When the player gets hit, I pause the scene. But I think that's going to prevent interaction with the UI, right? I can't click the button. First drag and drop, then hold Control. I'll try it. Drag and drop, then hold Control. Mwah. So, sorry, explain to me this onReady. I don't know. Can I command click on that? Yes, I can. When the node is ready. Ah, okay. Oh, I understand. Okay, so this is like when the scene is ready, we've got a node is ready, right? I guess I got to go there now and wonder, can I do the same thing with the scene? Yes, because I'm having trouble remembering this. Oh, that's great. Love it. Thank you so much. OnReady is tag used that assigns the variable when the node is on the scene tree and its children are ready. Fantastic. I love that. Thank you. That is actually going to be very useful for some of this stuff. That is cool. See, I keep loving all these cool things that I find in here because most of you tell me to go use them, but I just love that they exist. It gets a lot of this out of the way, and it's like, great, I can just build my game, you know. By the way, in order to avoid being paused, just change the processing on the UI node. Oh, okay. I think I did read something about this, right? Is it this? Is it this one? And like always? Oh, okay. It's not that. That's what I was thinking it was. Oh, yes, it is that. Great. Thank you. See, I love that this the other thing is I'm making guesses in Godot and it's like, oh no, that's making sense. All nodes in the scene inherit from the parent. Got it. That is another good thing to know. So we'll play it. We'll whack the hurdle. Oh, but it still doesn't. Still not doing it. I got to do something else here, I'm guessing. That is almost applied to everything, processing, theme, and most... Okay, got it. All other behaviors. So... I actually put it on the wrong one, is what I did. A bad naming convention there, because UI is the one in the game. Yeah, that was a bad naming from my part. Fantastic. You're all so awesome. Oh, but you know what? Here's the other... Ah, ha, ha. So I've now switched scenes, but I'm guessing the whole thing is still paused? Is that a thing? I gotta fix these buttons. So that when switching scene, unpause first. Ah, okay, thank you. Is that your art? So let me go back. No, actually, some of this is my art, the terrible stuff. This stuff, no. Some of this is. Let me explain. GamerArt2D.com, awesome resource. That came from here. It's a free to use, but I was so pleased with the way this is all working. They actually have a bundle right now, and I bought the bundle more to repay them for the freebies that they had given out. I believe in that kind of thing. And this background stuff here is a layered art that came from... Why is there a need to pause? I'll get into that in a second. The background is a textured file, layered file that came from... Gosh, I got to look it up because I want to give him credit. Another free resource. I don't think it's in my history anymore. But let me see here. Hang on. And then again, this is another one of those, like, just the free stuff that folks put out. If they have a paid thing, even if I'm not going to use it, I like to get it to repay them for all the awesome stuff they've put out for us to use. The hurdle is mine. I know, sad, right? I'll find it. It came from somewhere else. But you may be interested to see this then. So let me show you for those of you that have joined us here, let me show you the iOS version of this game, because there is a Halloween theme. There is a version of this out there already, basically, for iOS. And I'm about to activate the Halloween theme, and here's a little promo for it. I really like the graphics on the Halloween theme a lot. Alright, so there are multiple players and multiple scenes and all that stuff. So the iOS game has a lot of that stuff in there. This is me catching up with Godot. But yeah, I love that art. These artworks. Let me see if I can find the folder, because I would love to give them credit. No, it's not there. I will find it here. It was. Let me see if I can remember the name. Because I really do want to give them credit. They have a lot of cool backgrounds as well. Oh, my history is so long here. Hold on. Maybe I just found it. GamerArt2D.com is where the characters came from. Well, gosh, how many days ago did I look at this? I don't think it's even in this history. Nope, not seeing it. It was some kind of pixel, something pixel, something like that. That's where it came from. I've done super well with this. Thank you, this guy NZ. By the way, folks, this guy NZ is another game developer. You should definitely follow his stream. He's building one in Unity. He and I went through the Sprite Kit fun times together, and he's rebuilding his one in Unity. So follow him. We sort of brothers in learning, I guess, at this point, right? Any hyphens or underscore? No, let me, it's gamerart2d.com. Let me check it before I send it to you, just in case. Oh, hang on, it's not coming. Hang on. Why is it not coming up? Okay. Maybe I just pronounced it wrong. Hang on. There you go. Game Art 2D. My bad. Sorry. Game Art 2D. They have a Halloween package right now, which is the one that I brought to just basically say thank you for these characters, even though these characters were free. But they fantastically good stuff, right? All right. So this now works. Yeah. Okay. So let me get back to the pause thing. The reason I did this, the reason I did the pause, let me show you, because you probably know a better way. And mine's overkill, is to pause the parallax in the background here, right? So bear with me for a second. The parallax in the background here is a parallax background. I know, seems kind of obvious now that I've said it, doesn't it? Maybe I could just tell that to stop playing instead. So instead of having to reference everything and tell it to stop, I just stopped everything. It's probably overkill, probably not what I need. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Not that it's a big deal. I actually kind of like sometimes that it keeps going. But if I take the line out, right? If I put it there instead. I think I used to use their Night in one of my earliest Godot learning projects. Yeah, their stuff is cool. Okay, see how the background keeps moving, and maybe pausing the whole thing is overkill, right? For sure. But I actually I've toyed with this because it looks so cool that it moves, but the player's not moving. So it's it's the right thing to do. But maybe I'm doing this wrong. Maybe what I do here is this again, keeping myself compartmentalized within the right scopes. We'll go back to here. Maybe there's just a thing that I don't know about that I can just tell it, hey, like stop. Is that a thing? Or I thought you used the camera 2D to animate the parallax layers. Nope. No. I'm just using this. This worked. I went with it. They're all in there, and parallax backgrounds, right? So if there's some way that I can tell all of these to just quit it, right? They have their motion scale, I guess. I guess I could just set that to 0, right? Is that... Well, it's not that though, it's the children, right? I need all of its children to essentially set to 0. Just stop the processing of that parallax background node. Oh! Okay. Wait, I think I'm starting to... These are all starting to click here. How do I... Hold on. I'm sure you've probably just put the answer in the chat room because you're awesome. But there's probably a way I can just tell it to stop processing. Process mode. No. Is processing. Can I set it? Set process. Okay, I'll look in the chat. Rather than me reading out the function list. Just add a simple Boolean variable. Get a reference to the node. Set processing. There you go. He's like, eventually you would have got down to the right one. Set process. False. Oh, wow. If that's how you can essentially tell scripts to stop things doing things by setting the process. That's cool. That's another one of those like, dang. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're awesome. Love the folks in the chat room. Captain Fubar, you rock it. You're not a captain, you're a colonel, I tell you. Yeah, this is cool. Okay, I think I'm getting through a lot of my bugs here. All right. Now, the restart level 1, other than I need better graphics, the restart level 1, basically I just need to... Well, actually, the score... So this is kind of one of those play and forget games. I could literally just tell it, reload the scene. It's fine. There's nothing to remember here. I don't need to activate and reset and everything else. I could just tell it, restart the scene, right? Once again, if you learn just these 3 classes, you know most... Yeah. Now I'm picking up on that. Thank you. Yeah, restart is very simple. Add another scene tree method, get tree, reload current scene. Yeah, that's where I was going to go with this. I didn't know the syntax, but that's what I was thinking, right? So, right here. All right. I'm going to save me typing it. I'm gonna do what you do, right? Yeah, I use spaces so that it didn't go weird in Twitch. I really wish, yeah, I get it. Thank you. Twitch chat, I really wish there was like a code mode or something, you know? Fabulous. Thank you. What's going to get real interesting here, and I've been thinking about this, is bringing in, let me show you, right? Because I feel it's important for folks to understand where this is going. So, sorry, cover your eyes. We're opening Xcode. This is where the Swift comes in. All right. I'm gonna play the game for you, so you can see.
Build
right?
succeeded.
You're gonna get to see all the magic that we're gonna build here in Godot, and more. Sprinkling my screen. Come on, Xcode, spin it up, baby, come on. I have a wooden cross and holy water, yeah. Sprinkling my screen. Ah, don't worry, it's Sprite Kit. I feel the same way. Okay, so this is the iOS version. Next week, the Halloween run will be activating. We'll get there, right? So these are all simple, straightforward things. But the important part is there's actually multiple characters, right? So we're going to bring this into play in the Godot version as well. So this is all going to be fun stuff, right? And then you can see that there's other things that I need to bring in here, right? But you can use the keyboard controls right now in the Godot version, but there obviously will be a button for the mobile versions. But the key factor is multiple characters. There's random foreground generation of stuff, random background generation of stuff. Let me get to 30 points, and I can walk you through the next stage. I just got to get to 30 points. I know this guy, NZ. Do you remember the whoop sound? Have variable sounds or use pitch? Yes, actually, in the original design, I had a collection of sounds for jumping and falling down, and it would randomly pick one. I went with the simplification of just one sound for now to ship it, right? We got to that point where I just said to myself, I got to ship this thing. But the original design called for a collection of sounds to randomly pick from. So that will be in the Godot version. Thank you. And suggesting it justifies that I wasn't crazy to think that. So you can see we've got a lot of work obviously to do in Godot still, but I wanted you to see where this is going. Watch out for the aliens. The aliens will do things eventually. Oh yeah, that's in the plan too. Let me get to 30 points. 30 points. So let me talk about this for a second, right? Because the idea here was I wanted you to take breaks because it's an endless game, right? Unless you die. So when you get to 30 points, you don't realize it, maybe, but the hurdle is actually speeding up over time. Those who have played the beta version and that will testify to this. So at every 30 points, I'm going to give you the option, right? You can either speed up the jumping of the character, or if the hurdles are moving too quickly for you, you can reduce them. They're kind of power-ups at default points, right? So that's that.
Ouch!
All right. And then the Halloween version, which is my favorite one, by the way.
Whee!
Right.
Whee!
So just wanted you all to see where this was going.
Ouch!
This is all stuff we got to build out in the Godot version. Okay. Let's get rid of the simulator in Xcode so you can put away the crosses, put away the holy water, Stop throwing water on your screen. An audio randomizer? Fabulous. That is greatly going to simplify the amount of code that I have to write compared to you would not believe the amount of code you have to write in SpriteKit. You got to write code for everything. Yeah. So yeah, that's cool. And again, this is what I'm loving about discovering Godot is SpriteKit is not a game engine. Let's be clear. So you have to write the engine you need as you do it. That's the problem. As this guy NZ will testify, both he and I have had many conversations and been through this together of you either build a game or you write an engine. You can't do both. So yeah. So yes, there are the random sounds are going to be in there. There's a whole ton of features I've got listed, and some of them quite a lot I've not mentioned because I want them to be a surprise for people. Yeah, facts, right? Facts. Yeah, so this is where we're at with this, right? Let's see, we've been doing this about, 3 hours now? We have come a long way in whatever it is, the 7+ hours from nothing and me knowing nothing. Full credit to all of you in the chat room for helping me out to get me there quicker. Appreciate that. And having me think about these things. And I'm going to read become familiar with the documentation on those classes so that I can accelerate these things. But this right now, the core mechanic is sort of here, right? I need to not suck at my own game. That would be a thing. And I need to fix up some of the hit areas and things like that. Some of the scaling. But the idea is build out completely this one level. This is the way I did it with SpriteKit. Build out the one level completely with everything. Then figure out, okay, do I use this as my base level for the other scenes, so on, or do I abstract in some way, things like that. That's the next phase, right? The first phase is get one level with the functionality, learn from that, now look to say, okay, how do I make this more functional, more maintainable going forward, right? So that's kind of where we're going with this, all right? I will say one of the other things I like is the asset management in Godot. This is all pretty cool too. And just being able to deal with things like this guy Enzil, another thing here. He'll tell you the horror stories of trying to preload stuff and having to write a bunch of script for SpriteKit. So yeah, that is what we're at here, folks. All right, I think I'm gonna leave it here for today. It's about 1:30 a.m. my time here in Texas, and I gotta work tomorrow. But I absolutely want to recognize and say thank you to all of you in the chat room that have helped out here, right? Ironic Moronic, love that name. Captain Fubar, love that name. Both of you, thank you so much for teaching me these things and giving me reference material to go read. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you for doing that. Thank you so much. And have a great evening, morning, afternoon to you all. Has a resource preloader node. Oh, don't worry. Just as I get back, welcome back, Mono. This guy Enzi will tell you we have been through the highs and lows together, and so nothing surprises us anymore when it's like, oh, other things just do this. It's like, well, of course they do, because we chose the hardest possible route to start with. Yeah, yeah. But we are, we have a community game that we did on the stream with SpriteKit, and I'm gonna resurrect that. We put it on the back burner because we all had our personal projects. It didn't die; it just sort of fell by the wayside while we did our personal projects. But I think with these game engines and that, there is a lot of value in us bringing it back and saying, okay, let's do this. And I'm actually thinking we embrace 3D for that one instead of 2D top down. And that. So we're going to be doing a massive amount of game development on this, but don't fear. All the Swift, well, maybe fear, depending on where you're coming from. All of the iOS, Apple, Swift, all of that stuff, still alive and well. I do that at the weekends on the streams. Midweek streams tend to be game development. This is my way of chilling and getting away from mobile development in many ways, because my day job is a mobile developer. I have mobile development teams as well. And so this is my chill and have some fun time. But we will, the weekends we'll be doing Swift apps and so on. So yeah, we learned so much though. Let's not forget. Yeah, we did. We learned all the reasons we didn't like it. Yeah. So again, thank you everybody. You're all fantastic. I have had a fantastic stream here. Thanks to all of you. Sorry, Mono, that you just got back. Only lows with Sprite Kid. Yeah. But there you go. That's what we got here. Like I say, there's going to be plenty more of these. Really feel this is the engine for this game. That's where I'm going with this eventually. That's it, folks. Check it out on the App Store. See you later. Have a good one. You're done for the week now, Mono. Awesome. Have a great evening, afternoon, everybody. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being there.